Chapter 4. Different skills. We will learn different kinds of work, gender and work, children at work. We live in a society. As a social being, we have different needs to meet with. To fulfill most of our needs, we need money, and to earn money, we need to do some work. Just look around yourself. You will find people engaged in different jobs or works. People do these works to earn money, and their works are essential for us in many ways. We can learn professional skills either in the family or in school or institute. Those who learn skills in the family share the experience of the family members. There are many professions where skills are learned in the family, such as carpentry, tailoring, pottery, business, etc. Different kinds of works. Keshav is a tailor. He stitches clothes. He uses scissors and sewing machine to stitch clothes. He learned stitching from his father. His daughter is also interested in stitching. She goes to a vocational college. There she learns to design and stitch clothes. Nowadays, many people prefer to wear ready-made clothes. Sanjay is a cobbler. He makes, mends, and polishes shoes. He also mends school bags, ladies' purses, etc. He uses nylon thread, nails, and different types of tools for his work. He belongs to a family of cobblers. Earlier, he used to make shoes, but now he only mends shoes. Rajiv is a mechanic. He remains busy throughout the day. He repairs mostly two-wheelers. He can detect and repair the fault in a two-wheeler quickly. He learned his skill of two-wheeler repairing from a senior mechanic of the workshop. He uses a number of tools like screwdriver, spanner, pliers, etc. Ganesh is a potter. He lives in a small village. He makes beautiful pots from wet clay on a potter's wheel. His father and grandfather were also potters. He learned the art of making pots from them. After giving the shape to the pots on the potter's wheel, he dries pots in the sun and then bakes them in the fire. Then he paints them with colors and decorates with several patterns. Knowledge window. Earthen pot, matka, keeps the drinking water cool during summer season. Bharat is a carpenter. He makes a variety of wooden goods like windows, doors, tables, chairs, beds, etc. He belongs to a family of carpenters. He learned his skill from the Industrial Training Institute, ITI. He uses many tools like hammer, scale, saw, pliers, nails, etc. Surendra Singh is a bus driver. He drives a school bus. Before, he was the helper in a bus. He learnt driving from his friend. Before driving, he prays to God for a safe journey. He sings song while driving because he believes that it keeps him active all the time. He is a very responsible driver and follows the traffic rules. Some prosperous need formal training at school, college, or institute. They require greater skills. Such professions include those of doctor, nurse, engineer, computer programmer, accountant, scientist, etc. Let us read about some persons who are doing such profession. Nitin is a doctor. He is a child specialist, pediatrician. He runs a private clinic. A compounder and a nurse assist him. He examines sick children and advises which medicines to take. He talks very politely to the patients. He uses stethoscope to examine the patients. He worked hard to become a doctor. He studied a lot in science. He cleared the competition test for admission in medical college, where he studied for several years. Raj is an engineer. He constructs huge structures like buildings, bridges, and flyovers. He works in his office as well as visits the sites. He studied very hard to become an engineer. Many people work with him. After school, he joined an engineering college to learn engineering and studied for several years. He makes maximum use of computers. Akash is a pilot. He flies aeroplanes. His job is very thrilling. He has traveled the whole world. He is assisted by his co-pilot. He got training from an aviation school. While flying, he keeps contact with the airport. The pilots who fly fighter planes are called fighter pilots. Gender and work. Earlier, certain jobs were reserved for either men or women. However, things have changed since then. In the present times, these boundaries are broken down. Women work in different fields. They work as teachers, doctors, engineers, scientists, train drivers, pilots, and even astronauts. Many women have also joined the armed forces and the police. Similarly, at the same time, men have also ventured beyond their traditional fields of work. They now work as stewards, fashion designers, hair stylists, chefs, makeup artists, etc. Knowledge window. Avni Chaturvedi became the first Indian woman fighter pilot who flies solo fighter aircraft. Children at work. Many poor and uneducated people send their children to other people's shops for learning skills. Such children start learning professional skills at a tender age, the age when they ought to go to school and play. Such children adopt various professions, such as salesman, auto or radio mechanic, carpenter, hairdresser, etc. Unfortunately, some people do not care whether they are sending their children to learn skill. They simply send their children to a shop or factory with the only motive of earning some money. Some of such children do not learn any skill, such as those working in hotels, tea shops, digging ground, carrying loads, etc. Some children end up in dangerous and harmful places, such as those working in firecracker factories and beedi making factories. Quick review. Some skills are learnt in the family by sharing the experience of family members. A tailor stitches clothes by using sewing machine, threads, and scissors. A potter makes earthen pots from clay on a wheel called potter's wheel. A doctor examines sick persons and advises which medicines to take. Women today are working in the same position as men, even in those fields which were earlier considered only for men. Some children end up in dangerous and harmful places, such as those working in firecracker factories and beedi making factories.